Hello, YouTube family. Auntie is here. I'm Patty Jackson. I am your auntie of pop culture. I done had a rough day. I've been pulled here. I've been pulled there. I'm supposed to be at some kind of meeting right now. That's the kind of day I'm having. I need a hug. Come on. I say it's not cute not knowing, and now we're gonna know. We got that hug in. You ever have a day where you're like, I just want to go home. But I have a ton of stuff to do when I get home. But we have some good stories. Okay. Quincy Jones, the music legend, passed away last week. It was the beginning of the week. He died on November 3rd. Now we know what happened. Quincy Jones, at the age of 91, he was battling prostate cancer. Yeah, there was a touch of dementia, like they finally released the death certificate, and this is what was on it. He had been battling prostate cancer. Hugh Hefner, founder of Playboy magazine, they still talking about him, and this man had died a couple of years ago. Hugh Hefner had a legacy, the women and the parties and the Playboy mansion. Well, his widow, who met him when she was just 21 and he was 81, she's talking. When do women normally start talking? See, this is what I mean when I say I'm having a rough day. I'm having a rough day with these damn lights. Okay, you better not fall. I think my lights is going to be fixed by tomorrow, I think. Wait a minute, just give me a minute. I apologize. Auntie is having one of the days. Okay. If a person is probably thinking, I'm going to get a lot of money, from this death, and she done went through everything with him, with all those women and the sex, and when he died, oh, he was so wonderful. He was a wonderful husband, and he was just so good to me, and just a good human being. Well, some chick must sit clear, because she is speaking a whole new, different tune. So what is the widow saying? She's talking about the sex. She said you were required to wear sexy pajamas. The evening would start with the dimming of the lights. Then they're going to put on some music. Then you're going to put on the porn. Then you're going to smoke some weed. And then it's over in 2 seconds. Now, there will be other women, too, because he just had this, gathering, and those women were paid $1,000. But that's what wifey got. 2 seconds. I didn't say 2 minutes. 2 seconds. She is talking. And she said he had the little blue pill. She is talking. A lot of you commented yesterday about Drew Barrymore that the thing where Martha Stewart pushed her was a little staged. Maybe it was, but guess what? It was funny. It went viral because they all know that Drew Barrymore gets a little touchy-feely during her interviews. Since the election, the ratings for cable news services have gone down. CNN, they're saying they're going to be laying off a lot of people, and a lot of those people who are making a lot of money. I think Anderson Cooper is making like $20 million. The ratings just don't add up. I know after the election, people decided, cut the TV off. Just cut it off. Cut it off. Cut it off. They didn't want to see it. Now, do you think that podcasters and people like that, like a Joe Rogan, do you think they're taking the shine off of these cable news voices? I think that they're needed, but I think that people are tired. I really do. I think that people are tired when you think of that. But they're saying that layoffs are coming to CNN. Rapper Nelly, Ashanti's husband, most of the charges have been dropped. A few weeks ago, he was arrested. He was at a St. Louis casino. I think they were mad because he won a lot of money that night. but they try to get him up. You don't have, you riding with a suspended driver's license. Come to find out, he did have a valid driver's license. Then they found 4 ecstasy pills. 4. These charges couldn't stick. I think they were mad because he won big that night, but the charges have been dropped against Nelly, and then they give this excuse. Well, everything wasn't adding up. No, y'all didn't have enough evidence, and y'all got your faces cracked because Nelly did have a valid driver's license. Michael Strahan, Good Morning America host, came under fire on Veterans Day because they were doing a lot of stuff for the military. There was this one scene where they were doing the national anthem and he didn't put his hand over his chest. And they're talking about ABC should fire him and da-da-da-da-da. They're not going to fire him. And other people have not put their hands on the chest. He was not disrespecting the military. His family has a military background. It just shows people want to beat you down. Michael Strahan, you stay strong. You stay strong. People want to shame you and say, well, they should fire. Michael Strahan, keep doing your job. I know he's been explaining and trying to explain, but some people just want to bring you down. And Michael Strahan, NFL great, doing a great job on Good Morning America. Don't you let them do it. They want to shame him. He should be fired. I've seen presidents who didn't put their hand over the chest, but they're given a whole nother pass. I don't even want to go into that. NeNe Leakes, her son Bryson is missing. He got involved, drug stuff. They gave him a slap on the wrist, probation, and he said, go undergo mandatory drug testing. He then disappeared from the probation officer and skipped out. When they find him, and they will, he's going to go to jail. That's what's going to happen. Your community service, because you're proven you can't be trusted. They will send NeNe's son. She has had no comment. I'm sure that they're looking for her son, but she probably knows that deep down, he is in a lot of trouble. We're a little short and sweet today because, like I said, Auntie's having a rough day, but the day is going to get better. It is. It's just that I'm being pulled and tugged and tugged and pulled. But thank you for joining me. It's not cute not knowing. The notification bell will let you know that I'm here. Leave a comment. I really do read the comments. And subscribe to the channel. You'll never miss anything, even if my day is just wacky and out of order. Thanks for joining me. It's one of those things where we kind of like need each other through the good days, the bad days. I'm Patty Jackson. I am your auntie of pop culture. Thanks for joining me.